Yo, what's up, guys? It's Insu, and this week I went to Popeyes and hanging out in my room. We're going to cover from James 1:16 through 18 today. And so here's an opening question for you. I got two. First is, what is something that you wish could last forever? And the second thing is, what are some things that have changed in your lifetime that you wish would stay the same? Now, the first thing, there could be a lot of things, right? I wish that this nice little iced tea could last forever. Maybe you wish your friendships would last forever, or it could be like a TV show, right? An anime. You wish that could last forever. And with that, I asked, what are some things that change that you wish wouldn't change, right? There's a lot of things, seasons. If you really like summer, you wish it would be summer forever. It could be the season right now. You wish that, maybe you're lazy and you wish nothing would change, or you wish that you could go back to the season before COVID where everything stayed the same. Or other things that change that you might not want to, might be growing up, right? Growing up is hard, and you might not like the responsibilities you get. And, as you grow older, you're going to get gray hairs, or, maybe gain a little weight or whatnot. So there's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of things that change as we grow throughout time. Well, in this passage today, we're going to talk about how God does not change. It says He is constant forever, and how that should be an encouragement for us. So here we go. Here's James 1, verses 16 through 18. It says, "Do not be deceived, my beloved brothers. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. Of His own will He brought us forth by the word of truth, that we should be a kind of firstfruits of His creatures." So, if you remember what we talked about last week, we talked about temptation, how none of us are tempted by God, but we're actually led and give birth to our own sinful desires when we ourselves are led to give into some of those temptations, whatever that might be. And today, it says, the first thing we want to get at is, it says every good gift is from God. Can you take a second to just recognize that? Take a second and say, hey God, every good thing that I have, my health, my family, my relationships, the good food that I eat, or even, amidst a season, just, having a bed, right? That's a luxury. The greatest gift of all being Jesus Christ, our faith, right? That is the greatest gift. And for others of you, your intellect, the fact that you have a personality or freedom to do as you want, even though, sometimes it's a little bit limited right now. You still have freedom, to browse the web or chat with friends, join in this youth community. There are a lot of good gifts, and I challenge you this week to maybe write some of those down. And today, to be grateful and say, hey God, all the things that I have today. And if you write them down, I think you'll be surprised to see how many good gifts you have. I just challenge you to do that exercise of, you know what, I'm going to try to write 3 things today that I'm grateful for. And then maybe every day write 2 or 3 things down. And soon you'll find out that there's so many things, from the air we breathe to the fact that, like we have clean drinking water, to the fact that, most of us can smell and see and taste. Like, those are such good gifts, and have the freedom to pray. Like, that is awesome. So that is the first thing. Every good gift comes from God up above. And also it says, He is the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. I asked you earlier, what are some things that have changed that you wish wouldn't? Maybe you follow an anime or TV show, and, first season's good, second season's good, but then third season, fourth season, maybe not as good in the future, and maybe it goes through some changes. Or, in your friendships, it might go through some ups and downs, and you don't know if that person's reliable anymore. Or even my health, right? Like, you don't know if you can always rely on yourself being healthy all the time amidst this pandemic. Well, with God, it says there's no variation, right? He's the Father of lights, which is, if you see that there's a big light behind me, right? Pretty bright, it takes up it lights up the whole room. If I were to turn it off, you could probably just barely see my face. But that's what God does. Father of lights, He exposes what is in front. He exposes the darkness. He exposes what is hidden. And it's good. It is a source of life. It is a thing that we're gravitated towards. It is a thing that really just gives us energy and shines through in what is such a dark and sinful world. And the fact that there's no variation of change, I could say, hey, you know what? Next week I'm gonna, meet you guys for pizza, right? But then if I flake out, well, I don't know. Maybe you can't trust me anymore, right? There's people that can break your trust or say one thing but be another. I can say I'll be in a good mood tomorrow, but maybe I won't be. With God, there is no change. If He says He's good, if He has promised that He will deliver us, if He has said that He's going to show His grace, He's going to come through for us every time, which is something we should be really thankful for. The fact that He is constant, even though we're fickle, right? Just yesterday, I was moody, but today maybe I'll be happy. Tomorrow I'll be sad or mad or whatever. With God, He is constant. His love for us through His Son, Jesus Christ, the greatest gift of all, that is never going to change. So the next time you feel like you are kind of down or in depths, just realize that God's love for you, it is constant, it is not changing, and it is always, always good, the Father of lights. And finally, it says that we are the firstfruits, kind of firstfruits of creation, meaning that He has prioritized us over everything, over turtles and monkeys and giraffes or anything else, even angels, right? You think about how cool an angel is, but even above angels, that we become a first fruit of all of His creatures, the thing that He values most. So, those 3 takeaways, just remember, thank God today for all the good things He's done. Write them down. Second thing, know that God is faithful and unchanging, and just remember His love for you is always the same. And then third, remember that He's placed you as a priority and that we should be grateful for Him. So with that, I hope you guys can meditate on some of those things and carry out your day. And hopefully we'll see you again next week. I'll finish my little Popeyes drink and hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.